Hey guys, Tiger here. On my way into town, I gotta run down to Walmart, pick up some drugs, some prescriptions, making some dosage adjustments on different things, and just my normal, it's time to have this one refilled kind of thing. But I figured while I was on my way, we could chat. Hope everybody's doing well. Today's Saturday, my time, and what a couple of weeks we've had. What a couple of weeks we've had. That's about all I can say. Everybody should be aware of everything that's going on around the world. This our government has their hands in about 8 or 9 different skirmishes around the world and looking to start more. Cuba, I think Ecuador, whatever they can do to stir things up around the world, keep us off our on our toes, and try to keep us off guard about things that are going on, trying to keep us mixed up, and not focusing on the things that are important. I call it Trump's or Taco's shell game, because one, he wants to always be in the public light, whatever it is. 2, he wants to take credit for everything, good, bad, or ugly. He's office rocker, sadly, and our government's letting him get away with all this stuff. If it's even him, this Stephen Miller dude supposedly pulling the strings. You just have to do some deep diving into independent news groups on YouTube and other places that are working diligently 24 hours a day to get the truth behind everything and bring us the truth, even though our government wants us to think otherwise. A couple of pages I follow, not saying that you have to, but a couple of pages that I've gotten into, and I've mentioned one before, that's Mamaw's Porch in Politics. Mamaw's Porch in Politics. She and her husband are veterans. She's been in law enforcement. She's a very well vetted person with a great team on her side to help her dig out the truth, make sure everything's going, what she's saying is the truth. And if it's something that I have a question about, I'll dig into it more myself. The other one that I've started to follow is a network called Midas Touch News Network, and they're on YouTube. I don't know if they're on Facebook or not. Mamaw's on both, and among other sites. I'm stopped because this moving truck's trying to pull into this driveway without getting stuck in the ditch. It's not an easy turn to make, but they did it. Yay, good for them. Glad to see somebody's investing in this house after all the work that's gone into it to bring it up to date. So that's awesome. Anywho, that was my squirrel moment. So, you know, okay, he fired Kristi Noem. We were all ready for that. She's just even more nutsy cuckoo than he is. But not got a lot of confidence in this other person he's putting in there. I don't know. I got to do some research into who this person is. Don't know if we've gone from bad to okay or bad to worse. You don't know with our government these days. But something to look into, check out, do a deep dive on. You know, here in our state, I want to push really hard that we get all our Democrats voted in November that are running for state and federal offices, because we need some change. We need things to get better, and the only way we can do that is to get people in that are really going to fight for us and our country, because we're in a world of hurt right now. You know, they're willing to send. I don't have kids, never been married, don't have a significant other, but I know a lot of y'all have kids. I know some of the kids that are in the military personally, and you know, our crazy president and his cronies are willing to sacrifice them and your children for all these stupid wars or engagements, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care if people die, as long as he's keeping us off guard, keeping us wondering what's going to happen next. Why are we over here? What are we doing there? Like I said, instead of looking into the things that need to be looked into, like dismantling ICE altogether, fixing our economy, and no, it's not great. It's going to get worse. And no, gas prices aren't at an all-time low. They're going up, people. They're going up, and they're going to keep going up as long as we're just stirring things up around the world, okay? We need to know the truth about the Epstein files, about Trump's involvement, because I believe he's a pedophile. He's already proven that he's a womanizer, he's a feminist, or not feminist, whatever. He doesn't care about women except for sexual agendas. I know in my gut he's guilty of being a pedophile. I really believe that. And I want the truth to come out. I hope you do as well. He's a criminal. He's just the absolute teetotally worst person we could have in the presidential office that we've ever had. And there's been some doozies, don't get me wrong, but he is top of the list, worst of all time, and he needs to go before he turns the whole world against us and we start getting attacked, bombed, terrorized again right here in our own country. Remember 9/11. Remember the attack on Pearl Harbor and other things that have happened. We don't need that. We don't need the countries that are supposed to be our allies turning against us. We need a government change. We need a new, better president, a new, better democratic government that will work for us, that will truly keep us out of wars, which is one thing he campaigned on. Oh, I'm gonna never go to war. I'll end all these wars. And if you look it up, we're in 8 to 9 skirmishes / wars around the world. So chew on that for a little while. Look it up. We need our grocery prices, our gas prices, our housing prices, everything. We need all of that to come down so that all of us can afford to live. We need healthcare to come down. We need medicine prices to come down so that people can afford to take the medicines that they need to stay alive, to stay balanced. I'm on about 8 or 9 different drugs that keep me going. And right now, there's one that I need that I don't know if I'll be able to get it. I don't know. My doctors and the insurance are, I think, trying to negotiate the drug and pricing. I don't know. Still on hold on that, so hopefully we'll find out something soon. But I know all of y'all are suffering. All of us are suffering. A lot of us are just one step away from being homeless. And that's not what this country's about. That's not how it should be. It's really not. Taxes are going up. Land taxes. I've got friends and family that are struggling to pay taxes. I don't know what mine's going to be. I know mine comes out with my house payment. But the payment for the taxes and the insurance comes out of my house payment. And if they have to make adjustments, that means my house payment's been going up. And I live on a fixed income, guys. I'm on disability. I draw Medicare disability and have since the end of 2019. And it's just getting tougher for all of us. So just kind of do your research, do your homework, think about the things that I'm talking about today and how everyone is affected. Right now, my heart is scared that my friends that are in the military are gonna wind up in harm's way. I'm praying that won't happen. I don't want anybody's children or military at all to be put at risk for stupid stuff, which is what's happening right now. Okay? So think about it, pray about it. Let's talk about it. Guys, know I love you, God loves you. If we work together, we'll get through this. We will. So, until next time, Tiger out.